Alright guys, Ralf Ragnick is at the helm, so I'm going to tell you the perfect starting 11 for that gegenpress style. The formation that we'll be using is a 4-2-2-2. Let's get into it. In goalkeeper, and it's of course David De Gea. I mean, I do feel sorry for Henderson. I've got to say that. I definitely think he should be on maybe even a 2-year loan to somewhere like Dortmund, who are in need of a first team keeper, or maybe in France. But it's got to be De Gea. He's been our starting goalkeeper for nearly a decade now, and he has looked so good this year. Whether it's reflexes, whether it's last minute saves, whether it's open goal saves, he is just a spectacular goalkeeper and he deserves so much more respect. Into left back, and I do think Telles has been playing a bit better lately, but I can't forget Shaw. I can't forget how good Shaw has been in the last 2 years. I mean, only a couple months ago he was scoring for England in the Euro 2020 final. You can't let that be unnoticed, and I think defensively he is very solid. Also, Marcus Rashford and the wingers definitely understand him, and that's just been the only one thing missing with Telles. Shaw's crosses aren't that too bad, and he knows how to get an assist, so he's just a solid player overall. In the left centre-back position, I'm going to say Raphael Varane. I mean, this was easy. There was no one, not one centre-back that I thought maybe over Varane, and there's one reason for that. 4 Champions League, 4 Club World Cups, 3 European Super Cups, 3 Spanish League Cups, 3 La Liga titles, 1 Spanish Cup and 3 Spanish Super Cups. The man's unbeatable. I do not think there are more than 5 attackers that would be able to pass Raphael Varane in the Premier League. Maybe someone like Salah, but on the odd day, he will get tackled by this man. He is solid, he is quick, he's great with the ball, he knows how to make a beautiful pass, and he knows how to start attacks. That's what we need in a ball-playing gegenpress tactic style. It's perfect for Ragnick. Onto the right centre-back, there's going to be a couple people saying, no, but even if I picked Maguire, it would have been the other way round, and that's why I'm picking Lindelof. I think with the ball and passing wise, he is on another level to Maguire. Yes, Maguire is basically solid at the back. He will put his body on the line no matter what, but he messes about too much. We've seen him do this stupid little turn, these skills around the back millions of times, and it never works. I do think last season we could have stopped about 15 goals if we weren't playing Harry Maguire, and that is why Lindelof's in the starting 11. He has great leadership, which is not talked about. He's the captain of Sweden, and I just think having someone like him is a very, very safe option, and I think it's better than Maguire. But to be honest, then again, every single centre-back is better than Maguire. On to right-back, and this was actually a very, very hard decision, I'm not going to lie, and it's Wan-Bissaka. I would not blame myself, I would not blame anyone else for saying Dalot is a better player for Ragnick's style of football, and I do agree, but then again, why has he not been starting for this whole entire time Wan-Bissaka's been here? Wan-Bissaka's been the first team player. Wan-Bissaka's a better player. Defensively, you can rely on him. He pockets players on the daily, mate. As well as his keys and his spare change, he's also got Sterling and Sadio Mane in there. So you can't go wrong with that. Can I just say quickly that Dalot does fit the gegenpress way more than Wan-Bissaka, but I believe Wan-Bissaka is the better player. I actually think he's been better at going up the pitch than most people are saying. Most people are saying he's not that good at attacking, he's not that good at making runs, he's not that good at crosses, but I actually tend to disagree. He does like to go up there, and I think we can rely on him. Onto the sort of box-to-box defensive type midfielders, which also comes in a 2, and the first one is Fred. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I would say no, he's just not a good player, but who do we have? Who do we have? we can't use McTominay. He is too slow on the ball. He doesn't get into the game. He likes to drift out of his position too much. And I feel like Fred, at least, his tenacity, his work rate, you can definitely look at him and say this guy will not stop running. Although I don't like saying this, but somehow it's a good thing. But he's the Wish Kante. Fred suits the gegenpressing style of football so well. When you look at the stats of RB Leipzig, first in tackles, first in pressing that ended up turning into tackles, first in tackling leading to goals. Fred suits that style of play, and I just think, although that is the main position we need to upgrade in, it ain't January yet, so Fred in the starting lineup. On to the next box-to-box midfielder, and it's going to be Donny Van Der Beek. When I see Donny Van Der Beek, I think he is a player that is worthy of being in the subs. I never understood why Ollie always had him on the substitutes bench, and I still don't. Whenever I see him, he's always in the game. He is a game changer when he comes on. He does know how to tackle, so fair play. That is very, very good for the gegenpressing style of football. Ralf Ragnick will definitely respect that, and I just think he's a perfect player who is able to get the ball and then start an attack. I can see Ralf Ragnick changing Donny Van Der Beek's game for the better and putting him back on track for being one of the best midfielders in the world. I'm not kidding. I mean, in his last season with Ajax, he got top 30 in the Ballon d'Or, and I do think Ralf Ragnick can unleash that in him. Onto the left attacking midfielder, and it's Fernandes. I just think the man's undroppable. He is the star player. We could say Ronaldo's the star player, but look at where we were before we signed Fernandes and look at after. I mean, he completely transformed the club. We were in the mud, but then once we signed him, he was getting some goals, he was getting some assists. Rashford was looking better, Luke Shaw was looking very good, and look at us now, we're back on track as Manchester United, and we have a great manager, and I do think he is such a valuable member of the squad. I mean, we saw him score the other day when Ralf Ragnick is watching, so there is just no chance that this guy is not in the starting 11. No chance. On to the right attacking midfielder, and it's Sancho. Recently, with Ollie and Michael Carrick, he's been playing on the left side, and I don't understand it. I do think Rashford's better on the left side, so that's why I'm putting Sancho at the right attacking midfielder. Jadon recently has been very, very good in the games. I mean, I'm recording this before the Palace game, so currently he's got 2 goals in his last 3 appearances. One coming against a great side like Villarreal, and the other coming against an even better side, Champions League winners, Chelsea. With the ball, you just don't know what he's going to do. He's always putting skills left, right and centre. You don't know where he's going to go, and he's very, very good at dribbling past players, and I feel like that's what we need for the gegenpress. He played in Germany, he played under a great manager, and I feel like because he's sort of got that German spice to his game now, although he is English, it's going to really, really go well with Ragnick at the club. On to the last 2 players, and left striker is going to be Rashford. Rashford came back from a big surgery, and I don't mind that he's not having the best of form recently, but we know how good he is. On his day, he is easily the best left winger in the world, and I really think that I can appreciate him for that. No matter what, he has Manchester in his blood, and that means he's going to fight for the club. So having a player like Rashford, born and bred through the Manchester United system, that is going to be very, very spectacular. He's a spectacular player who's going to dedicate years to the club, and I feel like playing him will be a thank you in return. Hopefully, Marcus Rashford can get back on track, and we can see the great player we saw in last season and the season before that. On to the last pick, and we all know who's going to be. Look, I'm not going to be one of those muppets saying Ronaldo's not going to be good for the gegenpressing style. I'm not going to be one of those muppets saying Ralf Ragnick's never going to use Ronaldo, because you're just simply wrong, lad. Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time. He will play magnificent under Ralf Ragnick. Some people have said that he won't play well under him, but just because he's got to press more, it doesn't mean you're taking all his goals away from him. There's a reason why Ralf Rangnick loves to use the 4-2-2-2, because he's got a strike partner. He has a strike partner, so he doesn't have to do all the work rate. So I don't know what this waffle is going on about Ronaldo not going to play good with Ralf Rangnick, or Ralf Rangnick isn't going to like Ronaldo. Ralf Rangnick is a tough manager. He will, I guarantee you, he'll scream at Ronaldo when he sees him not trying. But Ronaldo, he's got a physique of a 22-year-old. He will be able to press. It's an easy thing. It's an easy thing to do as a professional footballer, and he's able to do it. Over 800 goals in his career. This man is a serial winner, and we would be lucky to have him on the team. You know, also, I just wanted to address something. I feel bad for players like Cavani and Greenwood. They are very good at pressing, especially Cavani, but unfortunately they just don't make it into the side. I'm sure Ralf Rangnick is going to love using players like Cavani as maybe a 70th minute sub, and I believe he will play well, but Ronaldo's just undroppable. He's a bit like Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese link-up. They're undroppable, lad. Thanks for watching the video. If you did like the video, go ahead and check my channel, and if you like the videos there, subscribe please. I'm begging you, I'm a new channel. But anyway, it's been your boy Mac Football, and peace.